Welcome everyone. In today's video, you are going to learn something that can change everything about the way you learn English. Not just for a few days, not just for exams, but for life. This video is not about grammar rules or memorizing 5,000 words. It's not about hacks, shortcuts, or clickbait tricks. It's about building a system inside you. A new version of yourself who doesn't try to speak English because they've built the habit of speaking it every day, everywhere, without overthinking. If you're the kind of person who says, "I understand English, but I can't speak. I forget words while talking. I keep translating in my head. I've been learning for years, but I'm still not confident," then this video is for you. You're not lazy. You're not weak. You're not a failure. You're just missing one thing, a habit. And once that habit is installed, you'll start speaking like it's part of your body, like brushing your teeth, like walking, like breathing. No more fear, no more confusion, no more silence. So watch this video till the end, because every part is a piece of the puzzle, and the final picture is your fluency. This is not just a video. This is your blueprint to go from a stuck learner to someone who speaks English with confidence, clarity, and flow. If you're serious about your growth, if you're tired of staying stuck, then pause everything else and give this video your full heart. And if you find it valuable, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, because we are building a global community where English isn't just studied, it's lived. Part 1. The truth. Why English is not a skill, it's a habit. Let's begin with the most honest truth no one tells you. English is not a skill, it's a habit. Most people think English fluency is something you achieve, like a trophy. They think if they study hard enough, they'll suddenly become fluent. But that's not how fluency works. Fluency is not a moment. It's not a test. It's not a level. It's a system your brain builds over time, by doing the same thing again and again until it becomes automatic. Think about it. Do you try to speak your first language? Do you plan your sentences in your mother tongue before you talk? Of course not. You just speak. Why? Because it's a habit, deeply trained in your brain through years of daily use. Now here's the key. If English is not part of your daily system, it will never become natural, no matter how many books you read. Let's compare English to something simple. Brushing your teeth. You don't need motivation to brush. You don't need reminders. You don't analyze it. You just do it. Because it's a habit. No one wakes up and says, "Today I will try to remember how to brush. I will analyze the science of brushing. I will overthink where to place the brush." No, you pick it up, you move, you do it. That's how English should feel. Now compare with this. You want to speak English, but you're not using it daily. You're overthinking every word. You're depending on motivation. You only practice when you feel inspired. That's not a habit. That's a wish. And wishes don't create fluency. Systems do. Let's go deeper. Do you know why some people become fluent fast, even without a teacher? And why others stay stuck for years, even after joining expensive coaching? Because the first group made English part of their daily life, while the second group made it part of their to-do list. Fluency isn't given to the best students. Fluency is given to the most consistent systems. Here's a truth that will save you years. If you need motivation to speak English, you haven't built a habit yet. You should not depend on mood. You should depend on momentum. And momentum comes from daily action, Small, repeatable, simple, automatic. You don't need talent. You don't need perfection. You don't even need to speak well right now. What you need is a trigger. A reason to speak every day. A system that forces your brain to engage with English without hesitation. Here's what this part is telling you. Fluency is built, not gifted. It is repeated, not remembered. It is automatic, not forced. So if you've been wondering why you still can't speak confidently, it's not your intelligence. It's not your memory. It's not your grammar. It's because English hasn't become your habit yet. But from this video forward, that's going to change. Part 2. The Silent Killer. Why you keep translating in your head. There is something happening inside your mind. Something quiet. Something invisible. Something that looks innocent. But it's actually the greatest enemy of your English fluency. It doesn't shout. It doesn't scream. It whispers. It whispers in your native language. And that whisper creates a delay, a pause, a moment of hesitation. And that one moment is the moment you lose confidence. You forget the word. You stay silent. That silent killer is called translation. You want to speak English. You have the ideas. You know what you want to say. But before the words come out, your brain goes backward. It tries to build the sentence in your first language first. Then it searches for English words. Then it tries to rearrange the sentence. Then it checks if the grammar is correct. Then it worries if it sounds smart. Then it questions if the accent is right. And by the time all of that happens, the moment is gone. The conversation has moved forward. Your mind is blank. Your mouth stays closed. And all you say is, "Sorry, I don't know how to say it." But the truth is, you did know. You just didn't trust yourself because you were stuck in translation. Let's go deeper. When a child learns their first language, they don't translate. They hear sounds. They copy. They try. They fail. They repeat. And slowly, they build direct connections between the thing and the word. They see water. They hear water. They say water. There's no translation. There's just association. That's how habits are built. That's how fluency is created. But what happens with adults? We try to speak English by first building it in our own language. We don't connect English directly with experience. We connect it with our mother tongue. And that connection becomes a prison. Every time we want to speak English, we first open the dictionary in our head. We look for the correct word. We worry about the perfect sentence. We fear making a mistake. And all of that kills the habit. Imagine this. You want to say, "I want to drink some water." But your brain first thinks, or your own native version in any language. Now you pause. You try to translate, but translation is not instant. It creates friction, and fluency dies in friction. Because fluency is not about perfection. It's about flow. And flow cannot exist if your brain is stuck between two languages. Now listen closely. The reason you feel nervous when speaking English is not because you're weak. It's not because you don't know enough. It's because your brain is trying to solve two problems at the same time. 1. How to translate. 2. How to speak confidently. That's too much pressure. Even fluent speakers would fail under that kind of mental load. So how do you fix it? You remove the middle step. You train your brain to think in English. You build the direct link between your thoughts and English expressions. Not by learning harder, but by using English in small, automatic ways daily. Think of it like this. If you want to be a swimmer, You can't keep walking on land and thinking about water. You have to get wet. You have to enter the pool. You have to move your body in the water. Only then will your body learn to swim automatically. It's the same with English. As long as you keep thinking in your native language, you're standing on land, imagining how to swim. But when you start thinking in English, even simple sentences, you enter the water. That's when the transformation begins. But don't worry. You don't have to become perfect tomorrow. You don't have to think in English all day. You just need to start small and repeat it daily. Start with what you're doing right now. I am watching a video. What you're eating? This tea is hot. How you're feeling? I feel sleepy today. Don't write them, say them, aloud or softly, but say them. Do this every day. Speak what you see. Speak what you feel. Speak what you're doing. And you will notice something incredible. One day, your brain will stop asking for a translation. It will start giving you English directly. That is the first sign of fluency. That is the power of breaking translation. Let's be clear. Fluency is not about big words. Fluency is not about perfect grammar. Fluency is about flow, and flow is blocked by translation. Break the translation habit, and your natural English will finally come to life. Part 3. Daily English Systems. How to make English a natural part of your life. Let's stop pretending. English fluency doesn't come from motivation. It doesn't come from watching 100 videos. It doesn't come from joining 5 online courses. It comes from what you do every single day. It comes from how you build your day around English, not how you fit English into your day. Because English is not a project. It's not a subject. It's a lifestyle habit. And lifestyle is built through systems. Let's begin with a harsh but powerful truth. If you only speak English when you're in the mood, you'll never speak it fluently. Why? Because moods are temporary, motivation fades, but systems stay. Systems are not based on how you feel. They are based on what you do, even when you don't feel like it. So what is a daily English system? It's not just practicing every day. It's about building a system around your real life so that English becomes something you use automatically without pressure. Not in a classroom, not in a test, but in your morning, your thoughts, your routine, your evening, your rest, your life. Let me explain in the simplest way possible. Even a beginner can understand it, apply it, and feel the change from day one. Every habit in the world follows one pattern. It's called the habit loop. Cue, routine, reward. Let's break it down, not just as theory, but as an English system. 1. Cue, the trigger. The cue is the thing that reminds your brain to act. For example, waking up in the morning equals cue to brush teeth. Feeling hungry equals cue to eat. Getting a message equals cue to check your phone. Your brain is always responding to cues. So to build an English habit, we must attach English to cues that already exist in your life. Examples of daily English cues. You wake up equals cue to say one English sentence out loud. You make tea or coffee equals cue to describe your action in English. You unlock your phone equals cue to read one line of English. You finish work equals cue to talk about your day in English. You feel tired equals cue to say, I'm feeling tired. I need rest. You don't need reminders. You already have 100 cues in your day. We just need to attach English to those cues. 2. Routine. The action. The routine is the habit itself. This is what you'll actually do when the cue happens. And here's the secret. Don't make your English habit complicated. Start with something so small it's impossible to fail. The biggest mistake learners make? They say, "I'll speak English for 1 hour daily." That sounds powerful, but it's too big, too heavy, and the brain rejects it. Instead, start with one sentence. Yes, one. Examples of English routines. Wake up, say, "Today I will try to speak more English." Make tea, say, "I'm making tea." The water is boiling, wash face. Say, "This water is cold." I feel fresh, eat lunch. Say, "This food is spicy." I like it. Look in mirror, say, "I will improve today." These are not grammar lessons. These are triggers for fluency. You are training your brain to activate English automatically, again and again and again. And once it becomes automatic, fluency is just a matter of time. 3. Reward. The result. The reward is what makes the brain say, "Yes, that was good. Let's do it again." You don't need chocolate or money. You need a feeling of progress. You need a moment where your brain says, "I said that sentence in English. I didn't freeze. I did it." That small win is the reward. So here's what your brain is learning every time you complete the habit. I see the cue. I do the English. I feel better. Repeat. That's how you make English your daily habit. Without stress, without pressure, without fear. Let's now build your full-day English habit system. This is not a rule. It's a blueprint you can follow, repeat, and customize. Say one sentence aloud as soon as you wake up. Example. Today is a new day. I will speak better today. Describe your actions. I am brushing my teeth. I'm boiling water. I'm wearing my black t-shirt. Use a mirror. Say one thing you see or feel. I look sleepy. My eyes are tired. I will improve. This activates your mouth plus brain in English before the world distracts you. During lunch, say, "This is my lunch. It tastes great. I cooked this myself." While working or studying, talk about what you're doing. I'm replying to an email. I'm feeling bored. I need a break. When walking. The weather is hot today. That dog is running. You don't need a partner. You are talking to yourself, for yourself, building fluency. After your workday, ask, "What did I do today?" And then say it in English. I wrote some notes. I had a long call. I was a little tired when cooking. I'm chopping onions. This pan is too hot. While cleaning, I'm folding clothes. I spilled water. I need a towel. You are training your mind to observe and speak in real time. Look back and say, "Today I spoke 10 sentences in English. I made 3 mistakes, but I'm improving." Before bed, say one line. "Tomorrow I will do better." Or, "Good night. Time to rest." This creates closure and motivation for tomorrow. If English is something you only study when you're free, it will stay outside your life. But if English becomes something you use every hour, in small, repeatable, automatic ways, then fluency becomes your new identity. Because fluency is not built through pressure. Fluency is built through presence. And presence comes from habit. Make English part of your walking, part of your cooking, part of your silence, part of your thinking. And one day, without warning, you'll realize, I didn't even think about it. I just spoke English. That moment is not magic. It's not luck. It's not talent. It's the result of your system, your habit, your decision to use English every day, no matter what. Part 4. Shadowing, mirroring, and repeating. Train your mouth to speak English naturally. Let's tell the truth. Most people don't struggle with English because they lack words. Most people don't struggle because they don't know grammar. And most people definitely don't struggle because they're stupid. They struggle because they have never trained their mouth. They've studied English for years, but their mouth has stayed silent. They've read 100 books, but their lips have never learned how to say those words. They know what to say, but their mouth doesn't know how to say it. That's why when they speak, it feels slow, broken, unnatural, awkward, lacking rhythm, lacking flow. And that's when fear begins, not because they don't have knowledge, but because their mouth has no training. Now let's compare with native speakers, or even fluent speakers. What do you notice? Their tone is smooth, their rhythm is natural, their pauses feel correct, their energy matches their message, their mouth is confident, even when their words are simple. And you might think, they're just gifted. They've been speaking English since childhood. But the truth is, they've trained their mouth, not with rules, not with books, but with repetition, with copying, with shadowing, with mirroring, with repeating. And that's exactly what we're going to unlock in this part. Let's break it into 3 unstoppable techniques. 1. Shadowing. 2. Mirroring. 3. Repeating. And I'll explain each one with emotional clarity and practical steps, so even absolute beginners can feel the change immediately. 1. Shadowing. Train your mouth like a musician. Imagine this. A singer wants to perform a song live. Do they study the lyrics once and start singing perfectly? No, they listen, they repeat, they match the tone, they match the pitch. They shadow the sound again and again until the song becomes part of their voice. This is the same process used by people who speak fluent English without ever studying grammar. They shadowed sounds until their mouth got used to the music of English. That's what shadowing is. What is shadowing? Shadowing means listening to a sentence and immediately saying it out loud, at the same time or just after. Exactly like the speaker. It's not translation. It's not explanation. It's mouth training. You're not trying to understand the sentence. You're trying to copy the sound, the emotion, the speed, the tone, like an actor, like a singer, like a performer. Choose a short audio or video clip, 10 to 30 seconds. TED Talk, podcast, movie scene, English learner video, like this channel. Play the sentence. Say the sentence with the speaker, or immediately after. Match. Voice speed, emotion, rhythm, pause, tone, mouth movement, intensity. Do it again and again, until your mouth stops hesitating. This may feel hard in the beginning. Your tongue may feel tired. Your brain may say, "This is not working." But that's exactly the sign that you're training your muscles. Because English is not just mental, it's physical. Your tongue, lips, throat, and face. They all need to feel English again and again until it becomes second nature. Why shadowing works. It builds automatic speaking flow. It removes hesitation. It gives you real confidence. It helps you feel fluent before you're fluent. It teaches you rhythm, not rules. Mirroring. Copy the confidence, not just the words. Imagine this. You see someone confident walking into a room. You copy their walk, their body language, their eye contact. And slowly, you feel more confident too. That's mirroring. In English speaking, mirroring is not just repeating the words. It's about copying the energy, the emotion, the facial expressions, and the attitude of fluent speakers. Mirroring means imitating how a speaker delivers their message. Not just what they say, but how they say it. You watch a clip. You observe how the speaker pauses, smiles, emphasizes words, changes tone. uses hands or facial expressions, and then you do the same. This trains your brain to speak with confidence, speak with connection, speak like a real communicator, not a textbook student. How to do it? Watch a short video of a native speaker or confident speaker. Focus on how they speak, not just the words. Try to mirror their voice, energy, eye movement, expressions, breath, emotion. Practice in front of a mirror. Don't aim for perfection. Aim for feeling. Example, speaker says, "I was so excited when I heard the news." Don't just say the words. Feel it. Say it like you mean it. Say it with your hands. Say it with your face. This is what makes you sound natural. Not smart, not correct. Natural. And natural speaking is what the world responds to. Repeating. The final weapon of mastery. Repeating is simple, but it's the most powerful. It's what builds muscle memory. If you want your mouth to speak fluently, you have to train it to say the same things again and again, with confidence, without thinking. What is repeating? Repeating means choosing powerful, simple English sentences and saying them 10, 20, even 50 times a day until they become effortless. This is how your mouth becomes fluent. This is how your brain stops thinking. This is how your speaking becomes habit. Examples of sentences to repeat. I don't know, but I'll try. Can you please repeat that? What do you think about this? That's interesting. I understand. Let's do it. I'm learning. I'm getting better. Choose 5 of these. Repeat each one 20 times every day. Say them while walking. Say them while brushing. Say them while eating. Say them while waiting. These are not just phrases. They are weapons. They are tools. They are confidence builders. And slowly, they become part of you. If you practice shadowing, mirroring, and repeating every single day, you will speak more clearly, feel more confident, sound more natural, build real muscle memory, activate your speaking without fear. You will stop sounding robotic. You will stop freezing in front of people. You will stop feeling not ready. Because now your mouth knows what to do. And once your mouth knows, your brain stops worrying. Most people never become fluent because they never train their mouth. They study, they memorize, they prepare, but they never speak. And fluency is not built in your notes. It's built in your mouth, word by word, sentence by sentence, sound by sound. Train your tongue like an athlete. Train your rhythm like a musician. Train your voice like an actor. And one day someone will ask you, "How did you become so fluent?" And you'll smile and say, "I stopped thinking. I started speaking every single day until it became me." Part 5. The Habit Calendar. 21 days to speak English without thinking. Let's start with the truth no one wants to hear. The difference between fluency and failure is one thing: consistency. Not knowledge, not talent, not grammar, not vocabulary. Consistency. You can watch 500 motivational videos. You can download every English app in the world. You can write 1,000 notes and still speak like a beginner. But the day you build a system that you follow every single day is the day your English changes forever. Because real fluency comes from repetition over time. Now let's ask the most important question. Can your life change in 21 days? Yes, if you commit, not halfway, not with excuses, not with, "I'll do it tomorrow," but with discipline, direction, and deep desire. This 21-day English habit calendar is not for lazy people. It's not for people who try and quit after 3 days. It's for those who are ready to say, "Enough waiting. I've been silent long enough. I want English to become my second nature. I want to speak without fear. I want fluency. And I will earn it, day by day, step by step, sentence by sentence. If that's you, then this is your system. You follow this for 21 days, no breaks. Each day has one core habit and optional bonus exercises. The goal is not perfection. The goal is consistency and automatic fluency. You don't need a partner. You don't need classes. You just need your voice, your effort, and 10 to 15 minutes a day. Day 1. The first voice. Main task. Speak one sentence aloud when you wake up. Example. Today, I begin my English journey. Bonus. Write it down. Say it 10 times. Day 2. Describe your day. Main task. Every time you do something today, say it in English. I'm brushing. I'm eating. I'm opening the window. Bonus. Choose 5 activities. Record yourself saying them. Day 3. Mirror the mirror. Main task. Look into a mirror. Say 3 sentences about how you look or feel. Example. I look tired, but I will improve. I can do this. Bonus. Smile while saying them. Build self-trust. Day 4. Shadow the sound. Main task. Choose a short video, 30 seconds. Shadow it. Copy the speaker word for word. Bonus. Record yourself. Compare your voice. Day 5. Tell your story. Main task. In English, describe one thing that happened yesterday. Out loud. Example. Yesterday, I called my friend. We talked about life. Bonus. Repeat the story 3 times. Faster each time. Day 6. Mouth gym. Main task. Choose 5 simple phrases. Repeat each 20 times. I understand. I don't know. That's interesting. I agree. Let's try. Bonus. Say them while walking or cooking. Day 7. Talk to the sky. Main task. Go outside. Talk about what you see. The sky's blue. It's windy. That dog is running. Bonus. Describe 10 things around you. Day 8. The question game. Main task. Ask and answer 5 English questions to yourself. What's your name? My name is John. What's your favorite food? My favorite food is rice. Bonus. Change voice tone for each question. Day 9. The phone rule. Main task. Change your phone language to English, if possible. Try reading 5 notifications in English. Bonus. Write 3 replies to friends in English, if you're ready. Day 10. Repeat day. Main task. Choose any task from day 1 to 9 and repeat it. This builds strength in your habit loop. Bonus. Track your favorite day so far. Day 11. The movie challenge. Main task. Watch one scene from an English movie. Repeat one sentence from it 10 times with emotion. Bonus. Record yourself acting the line like the character. Day 12. Think in English. Main task. For 10 minutes today, only think in English, even if the words are simple. I want food. I am walking. I am tired. Bonus. Write down 3 thoughts you said in English. Day 13. Teach one word. Main task. Choose one English word you like. Teach it aloud to an imaginary student. Bonus. Use that word in 3 different sentences. Day 14. Celebrate progress. Main task. Say 5 positive things about your English journey so far. In English. Example. I'm speaking more. I'm thinking faster. I'm more confident. Bonus. Smile. Feel proud. You've made it halfway. Day 15. Future talk. Main task. Describe your future in English. I want to speak fluently. I will travel. I will speak on stage. Bonus. Say it as if it's already true. Day 16. Shadow a speaker. Main task. Shadow a new speaker, different from day 4. Match their tone, rhythm, and pauses. Bonus. Try 2 different voices. One male, one female. Day 17. Silent practice. Main task. In a silent room, close your eyes. Visualize yourself speaking English in front of people. Say 5 sentences with your eyes closed. Bonus. Record the audio. Listen to how you sound. Day 18. The speed test. Main task. Choose one short sentence. Repeat it 10 times, faster and faster. Example. I am learning English every day. Bonus. Time yourself. See if you improve speed and clarity. Day 19. Emotional expression. Main task. Say one sentence in 3 emotions. Happy. I got the job. Angry. I got the job. Confused. I got the job. Bonus. Record all 3. See how your voice changes? Day 20. Real-life test. Main task. Talk to someone, online or offline, in English. Even if it's for 1 minute. Even if it's not perfect. Bonus. Write what you said. Repeat it later with more confidence. Day 21. Speak your transformation. Main task. Speak freely, about anything. Talk for 2 to 5 minutes in English. No script, no fear, no breaks. Bonus. Record this. Watch it. Compare it with day 1. And now ask yourself, am I still the same person who started this challenge? No. You're stronger. You're more fluent. You've built a habit. You've proven that fluency is not talent. It's training. This calendar is not just 21 days of practice. It is 21 days of momentum, 21 days of courage, 21 days of rewiring your brain, 21 days of proving to yourself that you can speak English naturally, confidently, and powerfully. Most people wait for motivation. You're building a system, and systems always win. Because they don't depend on mood, they depend on movement. From this point on, you don't need to try to learn English. You've already started living it. Part 6. The final truth. If you don't build a habit, you'll stay a beginner forever. Let's stop everything for a moment. Let's stop the steps. Let's stop the plans. Let's stop the routines. And let's look in the mirror. Let's ask a hard question. The question most people avoid for years. How long have you been trying to speak English? 1 year? 3 years? Since school? Since childhood? And now ask yourself another question. After all those years, why am I still stuck? Let's be honest. You don't lack intelligence. You don't lack potential. You don't lack information. What you lack is a system, a habit, a discipline, a daily practice that turns knowledge into transformation. Because the truth is, people don't fail because they can't speak English. People fail because they keep starting and stopping and starting and stopping until the habit dies and silence wins again. They study hard for a week. Then they disappear for a month. They write goals in a notebook. Then they forget those goals after a few days. They practice for 10 minutes. Then wait for results that never come. And after all this, they say, maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe English is too hard. Maybe I'll never speak fluently. No, that's not the truth. The truth is this. You didn't stay long enough. You didn't push long enough. You didn't repeat long enough. You didn't build a habit strong enough to survive the excuses. Let's go deeper. Look at your life. Every skill you have. Every strength you've built. Every success you've had. It came from repetition. From consistency. From showing up. Even when it was boring, hard, slow, or lonely. You didn't learn to walk by taking a break. You didn't learn to write by quitting every second day. You didn't learn your native language by trying once a week. You learned by living it, by falling, failing, and repeating until it became your identity. So here's the truth. If you're still stuck in English after all these years, it's not your fault. But it is your responsibility now. Because now you know the secret. Now you've seen the full path. Now you have the steps. Now you have the calendar. Now you have the tools. So if you don't build this habit now, if you don't take action today, if you let this video end without starting your journey, then let me be honest, you'll stay a beginner forever. Yes, that's the hard truth. No soft words, no sweet ending. Just the reality that thousands of people face every day. They have the dream. They watch the videos. They make the promises, but they never build the system. And without a system, without a habit, without daily repetition, fluency remains a fantasy. Let's go even deeper. Do you know how many people will watch this video and still stay stuck? Thousands. They will feel inspired. They will comment, "Thanks." They will say, "This is amazing." And then they will go back to their old life. Back to silence. Back to excuses. Back to waiting for the perfect moment. But you don't have to be one of them. You can be the exception. You can be the one who doesn't stop at motivation. You can be the one who builds the habit. You can be the one who finally breaks the cycle. Because here's what's really at risk. Not just your English, but your future, your career, your confidence, your voice, your dreams, your identity, your ability to connect with the world. This is not about words. This is about freedom. And freedom comes to those who are ready to train their mouth, rewire their brain, and repeat the habit until it becomes real. So ask yourself this, right now, seriously, what will my life look like in 6 months if I speak fluent English without fear? Will you feel more powerful in job interviews? Will you talk confidently with anyone in the world? Will you stop hiding your ideas? Will you finally feel proud of yourself? Now ask the other question. What will my life look like in 6 months if I keep waiting? Will you still be watching videos? Still typing in search bars? Still stuck in silence? You don't need another reminder. You need a decision. This is it. This is your moment. This is the fork in the road. 2 paths. One leads to more waiting. The other leads to a new life. And the difference between the two is not talent. It's not time. It's not tools. It's habit. You've made it to the end of this video. That means you care. That means you want to grow. That means something inside you is still fighting. So don't let that voice die. Don't leave this video and go back to sleep. Don't close the app and go back to your excuses. Because if you don't take action now, you might never do it. And that would be the most unfortunate ending of all. But if you start today, even with one small habit, then you've already changed your destiny because you've proven that you're serious, you're ready, and you're not going to live in silence anymore. So now I leave you with one final sentence. Say it out loud, right now, wherever you are. English is not something I study. English is something I live, every day, in every way. Say it again, and start living it. If this video touched you, if this video gave you a system, a push, a new way to see English, then don't keep it to yourself. Subscribe to our channel, like the video, comment your day 1 progress, and share this video with someone who needs it. Because this isn't just a video, it's a wake-up call. And someone out there is still stuck in silence, waiting for a video like this to change their life. Let this be the one.